Budapest. You've woken up early. You ready for some Counter-Strike? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. We have, of course, got a Hungarian stepping into the server. It's going to be everything we're talking about every time that MOUZ logo's on your screen. One of 3 Hungarian players to have played at a major. And we're heading in to one of the least played maps at the major, Overpass in a best-of-1 chat. How have ParaVision gotten away with this?
Well, your question, right, is this MOUZ doing a whole lot of prep, knowing it could get to this, knowing that it'll be a T-side start for James. They played it twice throughout the major so far, winning it over Aurora and Gamer Legion, and they're no slouches. 4-man B start for the defense. Spinks already starting to rotate back. Jimmy finds nothing on his initial Lear. And normally this is on a timing, right? You start 4B, you don't spot anything, but now the jig's up, here they come.
That body's on the side, Jimmy. Clean tap onto Belchinov, tracking another onto Excello. He's got 2. It's a perfect start, the one-man army of Jimmy, and he wants more. He goes parting through the smoke. It's messy, but he tracks AW with the last. In the meantime, Nota is just blown up through the smoke, past Jimmy, and found 3. Jimmy does one better. That's the quad kill from the young Finn. Despite Nota's best efforts, James has to come up clutch if they want to start with that pistol. This is best-of-1s we're talking about. A 1v2 clutch in the pistol, not something I'm going to write James out of.
Round's far from over, but for Jimmy, this is great. His form this year has not been what it was in 2024, so to kick off the pistol, kick off the major campaign with 4. Let's see if he can make it the ace. James letting the seeds of doubt sow, and now he's making the move.
It's just as Torji starts to look away. Jimmy confirms he's there, though, and nearly finished him off. Come on, 12 bullets. Jimmy for the ace in the pistol. Denied by James. Torji saves him. Could have all been in vain if James had gotten away with that one. So it's MOUZ winning the pistol, but it does come down to that 1v1.
Okay, the bomb doesn't go down, right? So that right there is going to really help facilitate what type of buy to expect out of ParaVision going into the next.
Oh, just clothesline Belchinov, first bullet.
We heard from the players there before we got into game. Jimmy saying they wanted to be as sharp as they have been, right? And he's come out the gates delivering headshots, so great stuff from Jimmy. The young Finn. It will be the eco from James. MOUZ in 2025, 13 tournaments, 5 finals, 1 trophy. 7 semis. That tells you about their woes in some of those stage or higher pressure matches, and their worst placing 5th to 8th at EWC. But this is one of the more consistent teams of the year. Still in search of being able to break through with a big trophy. No better time to do it than with Torji in the ranks here.
Sometimes, especially in like a team environment, a motivation of doing it for someone else, I think that can actually bring the best out of players.
Yeah, well, Torji's made no secret, right, of the extra motivation. You just wonder if that's going to bleed over and inspire the rest of his teammates, right? You see him putting in the extra graft, and you're able to do the same. Got ParaVision on the other side. Cinderella run team, 4 major rookies under the tutelage of in-game leader, major MVP, major winner James, and his right-hand man Dustan, who have already been on quite the run from round 1 of this tournament. Stage 1 into Stage 2, now they're here against the big boys. James saying that this is the type of Counter-Strike they've been training for.
And they get to see it quite quickly. He's happy about that. Of course, the average age of this team is 21. James 27 himself. That tells you a lot about just how much of these are green individuals, but they've been really stepping up. I mean, it speaks to the fact that they're in Stage 3.
Good output, good clutches, and Jimmy might be able to add a couple more to the tally against the Eco Bash right now. They're not going to be able to get the bomb down by the looks of things because of Heaven and short crossfire, and last man standing, Excello, will be found after 1 frag, but we will get into the guns. Now, Torji there, we can hear him once that AWP. Are they able to get it into his hands? Yes, they are. So drop the cross. We'll be able to bring out the big green into the first rifle round. James cannot do the same. So ParaVision will set the bar for them on the T side. 3 to 4 rounds is more than enough on the T side of Overpass. That's assuming when you flick over, you can win the pistol and put up the blue wall of your own. MOUZ back in Austin. They started the major 0-2 down with the best of ones. They'd be looking to avoid that this time round.
I like the Carrigan framing of, we just want to win 1 on this first day. You know, as far as not finding yourself in that 0-2, not playing a best of 3 for elimination in your second day.
Feigning A presence right now, but the 2 A defenders are a little bit ahead of the utility. So let's recon the rest of them pairing up towards B. They're going to go towards Jimmy's side again.
Okay, rinse, repeat. Jimmy's got well-timed nades here. Now spots them out, flashes them off. They're pushing in. Good find, removing Jimmy cleanly. His exertion is kicking up a fuss from the short side. Gets his second. Across to the pillar. Has the angle. Does he have another? Down damage onto Nota. Oh, and a smoke break from Torji from heaven, removing AW, plucks him from the pack, makes it awkward for Jame and Nota. Needed that, removing the sandbag's pressure. Spinks coming in from the short side late. Torji last seen heaven. All to play for. Don't forget, if you just need 3, that first gun round is like gold to PVISION here in the best of 1. Tap of the head, Torji dead, it's up to Spinks, he's got these clutches in him, it's in his wheelhouse, but not this time, James there, swings on in, not playing scared, PVISION on the board, first gun, he's theirs.
Yeah, important kill from Jame, right, clearing out sandbag, really alleviating a lot of pressure there, and then they can just set up. Once you're in that monster pipe, you're through, you're in the trench, able to take those type of duels, turns into an aim map.
Important here from Belchinok.
Yeah, great entry.
Especially on the pistol, Jimmy had his way. You want to prove that, hey, this is going to go both ways.
Well, you start shaking the money on the other side of the server early, and you take that AWP and you equip it on the other side. AW in with a Mac 10, MP9s for Exertion and Jimmy. And a 4-man A start from the CTs.
Look at this aggression. Spinks, he wants to set the tempo. He wants to bring the fight. Confirming Playground in such a forward position. Brolin is also quite committed, will have to back away. No, he's fighting! And Excello will punish immediately.
More pressure being felt, they're dropping back. It looks like they're retooling. Now, Spinks can be on this quite quickly. It's more about the rotation to help Jimmy right now. He's playing behind this smoke, but that's on a timer. Jimmy's on an island, he needs some help.
He's begging for it. He could go down, the side would be lost. He has to get something going here. And, oh, it's chaotic.
Might be the save.
It might be indeed, yeah. I think Jimmy needs
James
something.
ready for this.
Spinks wants it, yeah, he's holding. I think Spinks has been called off. Torchy heading long, Exertion as well, backing away. So wow, with 5 alive, PV, baby, PVISION have taken themselves a second already.
Yeah, and I think they identified quite quickly that it was a forward stance over towards A coming out of MOUZ, right? Brolin goes down and connect, and then immediately everybody drops back straight into a B execute. The util comes into the site quite quickly and will tie things up as they look to retain these A1Ss. Now, they might lose it all right now. Spinks is going to get cleared from Nota. Ooh,
good adjustment.
Decent information, but Spinks should be dead. Just going to run him down. He's got another for his troubles. He did very well to get 2 kills, but is going to lose the M4. 2 rounds already, T-side all tied up, and the financial issues will continue forward for MOUZ. Loss bonus of 1900 coming into this one.
What you want to do, Dory? I want to start on B. I think I can get it.
Battle hardened is how I would praise PVISION so far. Right? These are 4 major rookies, 4 names that most people have never even heard of in the Counter-Strike world, and they come in here, they're under the guise of Jame and Dustan. They're going through overtime games, they're having big clutches, they're playing team Counter-Strike, and it looks beautiful.
And they've made no secret as well about how much this kind of Jame-Dastan duo, if I imagine that kind of good cop, bad cop, and you've got rookies that are so willing to be molded.
Dustan's the bad cop. In every video I watch, he's calling them bots, but apparently it's working as they do go up against these 2 saved M4s now. We heard just there from Exertion wanting to start over towards B, so hoping to catch Belchinok. He's going to be the B default player. Excello goes through connector. AW is your main A rifler. Nota floats between, and then Jame on the AWP. The man making the calls. Not many left of his breed anymore, AWPing in-game leaders. We know it's tough to be an elite level AWPer.
Yeah, this is just like as easy as breathing for Jame. Nota's caught Brolin's swing. It's Exertion that gets action with that B start.
1 for 1's not bad.
Trading off of your USP, you'll be taking that.
Yeah, and there's more to come, right? They might have to pipe through short right now. Exertion coming to fight this.
Yeah, he's more than willing to have a fight. It's Belchinok that's going to be trying to entry in. He's tucked, though, and Jimmy once again will be USP to get attention. Drawn! They're playing it beautifully, and Exertion's finding output. Triple kill on their safe rifle. Jame forced to recover the AK. Knows it's going to be up close and personal for the finish.
Spinks' timing on the flank could be everything.
Here, and you're right, this flank, this P250, if he taps in the back of the head, it's everything. No cover either. James not ready, does confirm his location, though.
They can win that fight, they can go away.
That's why Spinks is playing his life, playing it safe. Excello is sneaking out. Oh, he's ready for the angle! Torji thought he had the drop on him, he did. He pulled the trigger first, now up to Spinks, goes wide, can't do it. Damn, that is a convincing one. They get a little bit of a wobble. Exertion steps up to the plate, delivers in those hero Franco department. 3 kills on his hero M4. Not going to be enough. They can't pull it across the line. I love the game planning from MOUZ, but that shot from Excello changes it.
Yeah, it's great to see them having some moves with just 2 saved M4s and their players calling their shots and being able to whir into action like this. But ParaVision being able to steady, this is where you look at inexperienced names, and these type of rounds are easy to lose.
Yes.
That's an important one to hold on to. Guns come back out, no Torji AWP. Extra molly has been given to Excello in connector, so we can do the double layering. Lob the first forward, then the one on towards top of the stairs, and these guys love this smoke. Right, they throw it impromptu from the door almost every time it gets blown off.
I wonder if he's going to catch that timing on the break. It looks early. He's fine. Oh, that's the wallbang ding. So I think they will have heard that as well. Spinks might get curious.
Yeah, he's starting to activate, and we're into action. They're going to snap into short.
Yeah, they are. Exertion's looking for him as well. Excello, dead man.
Through Monster, though.
Accelerating. Now they're going to find their way in. Looking good from Jimmy. A little spread of the flame, but it's still MOUZ onto ParaVision with two-man advantage. Last two coming in, straight to the crosshairs of Exertion. That's a very convincing defense. A return to normality.
I'm just playing one side of the map right now, aren't they? Everything seems very B-centric. They've gone over to A and they've just thrown a little bit of util, but all in all, these T rounds have been finishing over towards B.
Okay. Well done.
It's also good signs out of Exertion, right? We know how much this guy can do. It's in the bigger games, which is where MOUZ really deserve to be based off of the year they had, but it's the majors, you've got to earn it. Nothing comes for free.
Next buy, это хочется. Да, next buy.
Yeah. Keep going, boys. Give each other this ball. Yeah. Guys, I don't think they have much money. Lotan, I want to pick mid with...
Он зайдет, и флешку нужна будет от тебя, Эмиль. Купи флешки.
So the timeout there from Dastan is going to be about the next buy. Right now, they're just leveling out the cash a little bit. So a couple of AKs brought through and then some ladder upgrades around it. It's going to be 1,900 for them into the next. So there's still two AKs. And these type of rounds, once upon a time with Jane, when they would save, were always threatening. Odds on screen by our official betting partner favoring MOUZ, and understandably so. But we know that the top dogs are wary of teams already in motion. They're warmed up, they know the environment, and it's best of ones. You hear it in every single interview. These are the ones that can get you unstuck.
That's why it's so baffling. I was so confident they'll let ParaVision play one of their very best maps in a best-of-one environment with that momentum from the previous two stages.
It shows you the confidence the MOUZ are feeling. Now, they haven't played in almost a month. So it's what they've been cooking in the lab, and it hasn't been tested as far as official capacity is confirmed. Looks like they're going to be setting up a boost to find something on B.
Yeah, I think Exertion's been warned. I think Bronner may have caught the whiff of the jump.
Other AK's been able to get up connector on Excello, so he's taking the space over towards A. If he can get a kill onto Torji or Spinks, might force a rotation. Speaking of rotation, it's exactly what ParaVision are up to right now.
Flash short push. I think Exertion spots Belchanok. I don't think he caught Jame. Here's the backing away in the short pipe. It's Torji that fires off a shot towards Excello in the toilets. Does that lead to any over-rotations? It's unlikely given 5 alive.
So Excello's shown himself very aggressive, so you know at the moment that the CT setup is planted on the site or potentially long. But noting that AWP is probably not alone.
Yeah, Bronner's leaving, so
They're trying this again.
returning to the boost. No one on the pillar, a more passive defense.
Makes it a little bit easier coming through Monster with that information.
Which is where Nota is going. And in the bomb too. Brolin was ready to stand and bang from the heaven side. Passing into the side, and Excello onto Brawler. He's opened up the site. Opportunity for more. Double, thinking a triple from Excello. Monstrous. With just 2 rifles. This was essentially just a partial. Now MOUZ left wanting, left talking about a save. Damn, he's done that more than once already. Has Excello an impactful frag previously onto Torji to turn that round back around.
Not only is it a partial, it's your 4th round now confirmed, and now you're going into a full gun round in the next.
Brilliant.
The ramifications of that are going to be massive.
And if you're MOUZ, if you're Cycron, if you're in review, who do we blame? Who am I mad at? I don't really know. Like, that just started with,
Is
just
AK
good.
for being so damn good.
It's Excello's fault. Yeah. Okay, cool.
That was very sharp.
Crazy.
I think what's stunning in this situation, right, is, again, no one's heard of any of these kids,
Here
right?
it is. See you layup, Roland. And then another deep one.
Just
Bam.
a marauder into the side.
Oh, wow, MOUZ are gone. Not even a smile. Like he's at work. He's at work right now.
All right, well, that one is going to leave a mark, and that's reinforced by Cyclone having to take a tactical timeout to discuss the options. Now, with the saves, they can get another buy, sure. But this is the CT side of Overpass, and you're hoping for 8, 9+ rounds. And at the moment, it's going to be recovery to get that. So an extra buffer of cash, and they already took their timeout previously, so I wonder if Dustin's even bothering calling any adjustments. It was Jimmy early, right? Impact on the pistol, 4 kills, obviously 7 there. Found down a couple on the ecos, but Excello having impact in some of these, I want to say rifle rounds, but let's just say rounds where he has the AK in his hand. 2-2-1 default. Missed the playground molly, highlighted here by the ops team.
Gives AW a bit of extra room if he wanted to maneuver forward, but that's not part of the plan.
Torji's AWP starting on B, so might want to try and catch Belchinok, but Belchinok's playing passive this time.
Fumble on the molly this time.
Yeah, both teams, right, have missed a little bit of util on this one, so that actually is going to hurt. Spinks is close.
He's alone, set up by that HE. Doesn't choose to engage, but they'll catch him with the spam.
He's going to be kicking himself.
That's a frustrating sequence for Paravision. Spinks will swing on out to find number 2. Nota goes down. Not a single point of damage dealt to MOUZ.
And this is where we would traditionally have the conversation with the JAME team of a save.
Yes.
Right? So that's likely what we'll see unfold here unless MOUZ give anything over. I know it's very early, there's still a minute left on the clock, but this is T-side Overpass. You've got 4. And the more guns you can have down the stretch, considering loss bonus is bottom of the barrel, will be very, very helpful. So at this point, it's about making it not look too obvious for the save. Or are they giving it a go? Can he get past this AWP monster? Feels unlikely.
It's a strong setup. Torji looks destined for a frag here. He's missed it. He's missed it. But saved by Jimmy.
Both very low.
Certainly a vulnerability. Jame winning out onto Brolan might change things. They're going to back away.
Oh.
He's just gotten away from that with the parkour. 3 HP. That's crazy. Jimmy doesn't go down to the nade there.
Thought it would have gone one of the two, but in between both, so nothing. And that's a tough miss there for Torji. We've been having this conversation all major long, right? We're talking about how difficult it is for AWPers. Obviously, there's the elite few. Honestly, Shiro, Molodoi, and Zaiwu. And then outside of that, you have very good AWPers. You have Wonderful, you have Torji, but it's just difficult for them to find the same level of output as those absolute phenoms and names that I just mentioned. So called it early, and that was the fact they do get with the saves. If you can get one more round on this T half, you're going to be smiling all the way to the bank as you flick sides. They know they're under pressure, MOUZ. So if you hear the comms sounding a little bit more tense, opening game, learning the environment, you're 4-4 at the moment. Another tactical timeout has just been called. Second by Paravision. So that's not knowing that there still is the ability right now to win the round, wipe the board, and you can get more than 5. You can get an awful lot more than 5 if you're able to take everything away. At the moment, after the purchases, the MOUZ players' high end of cash is 2.5. With only 1,400 loss coming in and no saves, it's going to be hard for them to justify, right, the buys, or even if there are buys, no, they won't be fully strapped across the board. This is a very important round.
Here's that little combo into the connector. 2 kills for MOUZ, a wall bang from Exertion, and Spinks then activating to find that deeper fight onto Nota.
And this is something that these younger names are going to be put under the microscope with, their tendencies, the way they approach the timings, and I'm sure that's something that Dustin and James have tried to drill into them. We have to do it on different timings, we have to have different pathings. But still, once you're in the serve and you're dealing with it, that's the conversation. Here we go, round number 9. Has been quite the back and forth already. 2-2-1 again.
See an AWP head-to-head here. Jame versus Torji, a potential collision. Jame posts up on Party, hoping for a return for the peak of Torji divider. Very nonchalant on his aggress, isn't he? Jame making a play. I think he's looking for something. And you talked about that duo. Excello and Nota this time haven't been caught by that Spinks and Exertion crunch.
Yeah, but Exertion has been playing very active on short. Either looking for picks within the mid-round, or now he's completely burrowed in. Brolan has to bait for him.
Oh, and he could.
Oh, no, he
doesn't have to. Actually, Excello goes walking out the corner. Far too comfortable for Exertion. Opening kill found. Will Belchinok win one out against Jimmy? Jimmy wants to fight, goes swinging in, but AW's there with the Tech 9 at range. Belchinok onto Brolan! The site is falling. It's awkward, and it's 5. ParaVision, unless, I mean, Torji finds something on a smoke. Oh, he's actually missed it. Oh, and he's lost it! The orb taken away from him by James Sniper.
Yeah, remember the finances, that's tough to give away, and Spinks is in no position to try and get that back all the way over on the playground, just hanging out. So they have just mauled them again. So that timeout coming to good use. Get up in the heavens, make sure that that AWP cannot be scavenged back, throw it in the site, remove it from play, but this round is done, 5 already.
Incredible cover from AW there. Jimmy swinging for Monster Pipe. Sure, there's multiple bodies. Maybe it was just a kind of combo. He just gets the last bullet, but you expect Jimmy to get something in that engagement.
I think the positive thing with this ParaVision team is there's no stars in this roster, even though they are becoming them.
Yes.
The way that they've been put together is based off of Team Counter-Strike.
Sure. I mean, I will say that I think Nota's stage 2 rating, that was pretty crazy. He was in the top 3.
You watched that frag movie from Veer that came out, all the multi-kills from the ParaVision guys. Like, Nota's name is in there a lot.
Deagle round on trade.
Yeah.
Oh.
They had some really magic moments. And when the expectations are low, you're able to perform like this. There's no pressure. First major, just taking down some of the bigger names in Counter-Strike, and now you're up against MOUZ.
I will say, however, I reckon, you know, just wanting the way James and Dastan have this team structured, I think there is pressure because you want to do them proud.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's a different kind of pressure. So, well, run boost across, setting up Jimmy so he's overlooked if there was anyone spotting.
No one was monitoring that. There's just a flash at the moment ready to, set up this short play. Belchinok will take the space.
I'm curious if this 2-man long setup's going to be stuck to, or do you like push?
How many times have we seen ParaVision go long?
Well, that's because that's what they're thinking.
Exactly, right?
Eventually.
It has to change. Well, apparently not. It's just been this. We get connected control, we lightly push them back on bathrooms, and we keep doing these B finishes.
But look at this gap. James has found a very big gap. It's Brolin that will be jump spotting. James spotted him. Okay, now the penny drops, now the long duo start to activate. Potential flank. AW and James could be susceptible to this from Spinks. He's walking on up. They could lose the bomb. Nota, the tail of this assault. He's timed it well. Oh, and he taps the first cleanly.
Great
That's
trade.
an important trade from Excello.
50 seconds, round still open.
You can pivot.
They can pause. Util to finish right now. A couple of smokes, flashes, mollies. They've got more than enough. And they're quickly, with all this connected control, pivoting back towards B. Just Exertion and Jimmy here. The rotation will be quick and swift from sight. Another monster block smoke. But they're all just looking like they're going to pipe up through short.
But nothing to block him. Bullets work though. Belchinok's caught by Exertion. Still has plenty of bullets for the next fight. Jimmy holding his cross. 25, ParaVision throwing out the nade. Here comes Nota pathing in. Nice angle held. Jimmy does get traded out by Excello. He's done a lot there. Double kill from him, but that's the round. Jane will try and preserve that AWP. A 5th necessary one from MOUZ.
Well, both teams are going to have financial issues just because of the string of rounds, right? It hasn't been streaks. So lost bonuses isn't really something we're talking about being built up. It's just the light cash added in every time. So they do retain this AWP. They can buy 3 more AKs and James can actually drop one. So they can be fully bought into the next round again. I don't imagine Dastan will take 3 of 3 timeouts in the first half. So good timing from Spinks, but the trade is what makes this feel like it can be a ParaVision round. But what I really like from MOUZ is playing off of each other. Exertion gets one, then Jimmy gets the next, then Brolin comes in. So just death by 1,000 paper cuts on that B bomb site. Good team play there from MOUZ on the CT setups.
Looks like Spinks is going aggro. He's got that AK and he's just charging a forward position that they're not ready for. Oh, he's messed it up. Ugly. Nota punishes, but he had every advantage in that one. Was not being looked at. Forward position.
Spinks probably not really feeling like he's in the game because they've been going over towards B so much. And as a rifler, normally you're getting a lot of action.
Probably couldn't believe someone's actually just pushed through the smoke.
And now they are going through long. This is the first round we've seen them operate like this.
Oh, but Torji is in that long toilet. Sure, he's alone. This is a one-man operation.
Needs more than one here.
How is he supposed to get the multi-kill with their pathing in space?
Oh,
He's gonna get none! Timing nasty, turns away, and Excello will catch himself another.
Are they even rotating back? Exertion coming to address this. Brolin has pushed through connector, so he might have a timing on a flank, but that means Jimmy and Exertion need to slow them down for now. Brolin is given an opportunity to work because of the pace at the moment that ParaVision are operating with. Talking through the util, working out how they want to find the finish. This is where James needs to call them into a strong round finisher.
Throws out his util set, but no signs of a commitment.
Belchinok's into B, but if they want to go back, they got to get through Brolin.
And they don't have Con. Brolin's the unknown entity. Awkward with 30 seconds.
His back's turned now. He's going to hear this.
Yeah, the whole squad. The whole squad. Brodin, only the one. AW brings him down, and now the path to B is opened up.
AW can smoke heaven. Belchanok could smoke off something as well.
Oh, he's in such a powerful position. It feels like that just by being here, yep, smokes heaven. A second for good measure. Exertion has to be the playmaker, and he does. Charge through heaven and catches him. Absolutely massive. Low HP. He can transfer. AW and Jet versus Jimmy. Tiley has it. He just enough seconds on that clock. Jimmy has to come up 1v2. James ready for you, and it's Paravision sick. Cheeky. Every time it looks like the MOUZ players like Spinks, now Brolin have got like that multi that could be the round winner, they get one.
Yeah, it's not enough in those situations.
Didn't they have one of the highest like traded percentage? I'm almost certain someone did a crazy long Reddit post about how this team are one of those teams that just are always finding trades higher than with the majority.
That's what I'm talking about with it not being a team of stars, it being a team.
Yes.
Right? Because those are the moments, right, that win you games, being able to play off of each other, having good spacing. And now we go into the final round of the first half, and MOUZ have a broken bye. It's MP9s, a 5-7, and 1 M4 up against a fully strapped Paravision, who are staring down the barrel of what could be 7 T-side rounds.
They couldn't believe it, I'm sure. Oh no, Spinks again.
He was the only A defender.
Story.
Right, they'll be able to rotate back in time. They'll be able to block. There's a little bit of util to do so. But another opening kill going against them here. And this half, this map choice, allowing this to go down to an option for Paravision to pick between train or overpass. You must have known it was going here.
It's their comfort. Oh, easy for Zersh. Nice finds. Is he going to get away? It feels impossible. Yeah, Nota will find it. That's an aggressive push from Jimmy. AW again with the trades. It's just Wall Street over here on overpass. And Paravision stocks are up.
Grouping up, heading B for the finish. 3v2 situation. Torji and Brolin to breathe a little life.
It's a gamble and it's Snake Eyes.
Well, they will have to give this one a go, but there's so many nades right now, and they are just staying in contact. So once they're in, this is when they can spring to life with the mollies, the smokes, hold this rotation. The bomb going down. No kit on either of these two. This is going to be a tough 2v3. Feels impossible.
I don't see a way in. Just outmaneuvered and outclassed. Paravision on a very comfortable map, and you can see that comfort in every round of play. Here they come, swinging on through. Torji, a little bit of an opportunity, but there it goes. Paravision, they set the bar at 3, maybe 4, not 7 on the T side to start off this best of 1.
Now that 4K on the pistol from Jimmy feels like a lifetime ago, but speaking of pistols, MOUZ are going to need that if they want any conversation on overpass.
We're back underway, the very first game to start off our third stage here at the StarLadder Budapest Major. MOUZ versus PVISION. This is the 14th map at the Major for PVISION and the first for MOUZ. And that momentum, they be running with it. It is four rather unknown names, sure, stocked with talent. We've seen some mechanics on display already, but led by James, Major MVP, back from the dead. And now looking to make a very deep run. First stage one, then stage two. Could they really start stage three off with a win versus MOUZ?
For the match, it's a small reminder for me as well, their names can be a bit difficult, right? Let's be good at painting the picture. This means, of course, playing for info, then we can just use numbers. We don't even have to say who is what, but it also would be nice. That's nameplate Counter-Strike we're talking about, right? And, well, when you're going up against a team that you're completely unfamiliar with,
right?
And now they're shooting as hard as they are. Shout out to Excello for a couple of impactful moments in that first half, but you've walked away with 7 on the T side of overpass. This is more than Dastan and James could have asked for.
If we're gonna lose this game, we're only gonna lose because we didn't play at all close to our level. And the first step for us to play as a team is to support each other, okay? Enough sighing in the mic, enough being tilted, enough all of this, enough fuck all of that, boys. We fucking...
Damn, actually, like, genuinely mad respect to Exertion for speaking truth in a hard opening game.
Right now, they've got an open runway, don't they?
They certainly do. It's only going to be James here. He was responsible to be the canary in the coal mine, the one to warn you of danger ahead.
They're in his face.
And they're already here. Rotation's way too late. James is going to play retake. He doesn't want to play his life. Falls back. Now, they haven't got the kit, so they are going to have to do something punchy. Now, I do see there's a bit of a smoke available, a flash on a W.
They're all going to have to come flying out on the flash and then hope they can get the smoke on the bomb to cause the chaos.
Well, it has to be one hell of a flash. What's your plan, A-Dubs? Okay, he's got the lineup. Just trying to find Jimmy on site. Everyone from MOUZ goes further back for the post plant. Excello doesn't go down to Jimmy, empty-handed. Awkward if they find another. That's the attempted smoke. He couldn't throw the smoke in time. Good shot from Torji. Torji delivering for the double.
Oh!
Hang on, is he just sticking it? A 10 second. Did they hear it? Did they not hear it? Did they not hear it? Where is Spinks? Where's Exertion? Now they spot it. Body blocking. Okay. Oh, they gave it a good go, you know.
Down to the wire, that one. And Exertion going down with the ship, but that's 2 for 2 in the pistol department.
They needed that one so badly, Chad. You asked that question before we took that break. MOUZ are capable of picking up that pistol.
But imagine the smoke goes on the bomb. Imagine that little detail being different.
Well, that's Torchi's headshot. He catches Excello perfectly timed as he's vulnerable, as he swaps away to the nade. The body block effect as well. Okay.
Well, after the pistol loss, PVISION are going to take the eco again. Just one smoke used to block over towards the T-stairs. Now they're ready to barrel into connector, but there's 2 here, and Brawler might be able to farm them up on the Mac 10.
I think so. And he will. 1,200 bucks.
And all the information.
Yeah, Jimmy doesn't want to lose his Galil, though. Feels a little sketchy. Jumping AW, not able to do too much and staying composed. Nota did get overlooked, but there's bodyguarding there.
Okay. Well, a quick one on the eco. Dealt with, and we're all tied up. Now with the guns out. Exertion obviously with some words to say. And again, this shouldn't be a surprise at this point. Where we saw in stage 2, within the opening round, 5 teams from stage 1 won their opening games.
Yeah.
So you're expecting a couple to kick off. The favorites can't always win, and we know just the variance that best of ones unfortunately offer. All season long, they're only playing in best of 3s. You get to the major, and you get this thrown in your face.
Oh, that's
okay.
a little bit of team damage.
Yeah, Excello brought down to 69 by one of his teammates. They're starting 4B again. Head off that door. Lots of space from Exertion being taken.
He's moving.
He's really quick on this.
James jiggling out, fires off the warning shot. James knife out to retreat back to site. The safety of that. So Exertion without any nades, any need to expend your nades. You've managed to take the first stage of A.
Yeah, and it's put so much pressure, right? It forces the rotation. Normally you're hoping to hold that for longer. Now Spinks activates.
Yeah, he is. It's going to be a head-to-head with Spinks and Belchanok.
Oh, he's ahead of this. They don't expect it.
They overlook him. Belchanok's going to be peeking in. And oh, Spinks was caught lackadaisical.
So right there, they broke the smoke behind that had just been thrown. So there's no way Belchanok was ready, so great adjustment from him.
Yeah, he's done well, but I think Brolin in finding that trade is even more important.
Well, right now, there's 3 players over towards A to defend this. They're reading the play right now, PVISION in the 4v4.
And James acting like he's alone, right? Doing the jump spots, ready to try and block, hoping it accelerates MOUZ's game plan.
Here they come.
Oh, Exertion. It's going to be warded off, pushing forward, James. No! What? How's he got his gun out faster? Gets the headshot onto Exertion. Empty
Exelo's
hands
gonna
for
block
MOUZ, and now it gets weird. Exelo has got Torji free, just like that. Bomb going down, sure, but he's got the flank, he's got the kill. It's just Jimmy. A 1 versus 3. Nota will be stampeding over to try and lend a hand. Jimmy, how do you play this? You've got to hit a lot of shots. Exelo, he knows what's coming from the backside. 2 parting through bank. Jimmy ready for that double kill. He has to tap that first clean. Jimmy, oh, he can't track James.
Couple of ugly moments there. Spinks felt like he should have had the jump on Belchinok and then Exertion as well in that moment. And then finally there, Jimmy should have been good for at least 1, but the bomb goes down, but the round goes in the favor of PVISION. Does Cyclone want to take a timeout in these early stages when they still have some finances to work with? So James caught off guard, able to swing back into that one. Felt like Exertion had the jump on him, and then Zello, great play, right? He goes through long, boxes them in. Now they're condemned to the site. It becomes their coffin, and the round becomes PVISION's. Timeout has been taken. So Cyclone knows that this is an important moment in the game, right? They can get out another tidy-looking buy. It is going to be light on in the util department, but with the investments so far, if they stay as they are, you can see on screen with the heads-up display, there's an AWP, a couple of AKs. It's the util that's the issue. So see, Jimmy's probably going to have to go something lighter, maybe a Tech-9 or a Deagle, and then he'll get a few more nades for the team, and he can drop those across. Brolin also buying in late with his utility. So what's the call from Cyclone? What's the adjustment going to be? You lose this one, your finances blow wide open. Jam gets his AWP.
I think that listening from Exertion was full of aura, to be honest with you, actually.
Yeah, Jimmy with a Mac 10. Quick with the A-space control again. And that time you're going to be punished. Exertion took all the room last time, pushed James to the box of the side, and this time just waltzing up long, getting removed in the opening foray. And right now, this one gets tough. T-side overpass in a 4v5 that early, it's so difficult to work into.
Torji looking to punish James. How safe is his jump spot? He's done it very efficiently. See how little time Torji had to nail that. So confirms at least the AWP's location. Belchinok is going to push for info.
Huge info play. The way that these guys are playing, right, they're not scared in a number advantage scenario. A lot of teams would just hurdle up. Now, they could be punished. There could have been someone outside a monster, but the fact that the AWP was boosted gives them enough information to make that play. And now the map shrinks for MOUZ. This looks like a night for PVISION.
Nothing for James on the initial
Everyone's
flash.
Here.
They are walking
Everyone
up
is here.
That's by virtue of Belchinok's push. Yeah, they're in the right place. There's Jane caught though. Big frag from Torji. Pulls it back into a 4-on-4.
25.
Exelo, will he have vision? No, he won't. He's just booked. Lovely layering. Torji provides it open, provides the flash for number 2. And there's number 3 from Brolin. That's what MOUZ have come to play. Demonstrating prowess. They lose the opening to James and still come out on top. That's going to be frustrating for PVISION when you've got the right bodies in the right place.
Everyone was there. They knew exactly what was happening. Those are the rounds that feel really bad to lose. You weren't outmaneuvered, right? You had read the play, you had all the information you needed, and you're just unable to connect the dots on those shots. So
I mean, in Exelo's defense, he was full blind. So Torji must have had a couple of extras dropped his way because it felt like that was just endless.
They will retain the AK.
Okay, signs of life from MOUZ on this T side.
So big way back in from Torji there with that frag. Then coming through, I'm pretty sure it's an extinguish because they throw an incendiary, then there's an extinguish to make sure that their floodgates stay open. Because otherwise Spinks would have been the only one on the other side of that incendiary. So they're able to get into the site and have some great trade work. Good run from Spinks. We saw some shaky moments from him in the first half, but they tie things up, and this is where the tension does rise. Final tactical timeout taken by Dastan. So he will not get the opportunity to take the pause anymore, but Cyclone could offer him up that same scenario. Do they want to try and set the tone on this CT side and have a bit more of a move, right? In that round, it was James solo aided with the AWP. They were playing over for a B move. They rotated back. Belchenok pushed through the monster tunnel, got all the info after they had been able to piece together what the setup was, and it felt like right pieces in the right places. Now, because you've got a Deagle, a FAMAS, an MP9, sure you've got the AK and the AWP, do you want to try and get these lighter guns and pair up, partner up, and take some space? Force the hand to MOUZ. Odds haven't moved too much from our official betting partners, but this time it is at 1-1-3 with the Lear over towards B for MOUZ.
Okay. It was very effective, was a big part of ParaVision's T-side successes, was abusing this short control early. Let's see how MOUZ handle it. Looks like it might just be a stack nade. Towards the barrels, no one's home.
Now the boost comes in. So if you think it's safe after the nades or the pillar, audible there, that'll be given over. AW will hurt all of that, and look at this. This is classic James just gambling. He was going to try and announce his presence with the AWP. Oh, spots the legs.
Okay.
Well, gets info.
Yeah, what does that mean? You're seeing someone from Con go back up the ladder.
It could be rerouting to A or B.
Right.
So with so much time on the clock, it appears to be bad information. This could just be a classic, right? They go for the gamble stack. If it is A, they give over the round, hope that they can retain all these guns and go again into the next, because same conversation as that first half, when we're only into the 5th round of the second. Lost bonus not being able to really be built at this point. They get 2,400 going into the next. And right now they're completely outmaneuvered. So it wasn't like the last where they had the stack and couldn't hit the shots. This time they won't even get a chance to do that.
He's going.
It could be a unicorn round coming our way here. Once they're into that site, it is round over, everybody. So not too much action, but we'll call this one done. MOUZ can take the lead. Objective changes now. It's just about holding on to these guns. You don't really want to give away too much either if you're MOUZ, right? Don't give away these AKs. You're going to have to be reinvesting yourself, and you don't want to equip them with something stronger than they already have. So I think it'll be a bit of a tempered approach where you put out the feelers on the T side, but you're looking for a safe haven yourself. If you can take a gun, great, but otherwise, just look on to holding on to your goods. They will reside in your spawn. So about 10 seconds left on that bomb. This one is confirmed. So they'll get another go with this same type of a buy. Don't need to be so stack heavy. They can take no investments behind what you carry through and then go for a gun round into the next. And there's a classic James time. But they're used to close matches, taking down Gamer Legion. That one was overtime, taking down Aurora. That was all 24 rounds. So, as with James and his teams, it's not about how quick you can get to 13. It's just about getting to 13. It's going to be feel good. Torshi obviously aware it's not too often you get a major at home. You want to seize the day.
Yeah, some people never get that opportunity. And for only one of 3 Hungarians to have competed in the major circuit, it's a big moment.
Yeah, Deadbox and Slendon. Well, Torshi's the one who's actually done the most in Counter-Strike, so.
Ooh, Belchenok, 93 damage to the jaw, and he's had a rough go of things here on Overpass. 4 for 14. Pressure applied to Excello. How does he respond to that? FAMAS v AK is already unfavorable. He has James in support, though. This duo on A. Flash, pathing, exertion versus Excello.
Oh,
he's done it with the FAMAS!
Can't believe he swung into that.
Mad! Torji, an important trade, catches him through the wall on retreat. And James already vaporized. There, he's expecting that the AWP sounding off is going to be enough.
Well, this is the thing, right? They knew they were towards A because the AWP shot the smoke as well, then Zello peeking, but they're sticking to their guns. The rotation is coming in from the low HP of Belchenok, but he was just faking steps potentially there. Oh, and as he heads back over, the gamble doesn't work once more.
Ooh. Rare to see James Black Magic not bearing fruit in 2 back-to-back rounds.
This time I would say that the likes of Belchenok, AW, and Nota could try and constrict and go for exits just to limit the T-side finances, but James is going to want to retain the AWP so he has more of those down the stretch.
Bomb has been planted.
That confirmation again, and Belchenok goes down to the HE. That's 10. MOUZ first to reach double digits. Now, after a rough CT side where you did get the pistol, but you only get 5 rounds, you're thinking this is going to be a long way back up the mountain if we want to win this one, and they're doing an extremely respectable job. They've won 5 out of the 6 rounds played in the second half. PVISION are yet to get going on their CT side, and Exertion showing a lot of confidence. 18 kills for him. I understand he died to Excello there, but he's the man who's the temperature check, right? He's going over towards A, he's testing. We saw him pressure James early. He went down to James Alt, but he's taking a lot of space for the team, and that's going to make it easier for Brolin to be able to call behind once they have this room. But when we were watching PVISION in the first half, it felt so B-centric until the later stages. This has had a whole lot more of the A flavor.
That trade, not an easy shot by any stretch of the imagination. And something we were praising PVISION on was keeping those trades level, being able to find the trade and not let those multi-kills occur. Well, Torji demonstrates his ability to do so. A 10-8 scoreline now for MOUZ. They're showing they have certainly got them the ability on this T side to match the output of PVISION, if not supersede it. That's a nade thrown out towards Jimmy with 30 damage. Excello will back away.
Oh, straight through the smoke though to help over towards short here. So this could be a lot more extra pressure towards B than they're ready for. 3 players with short control. They've got HEs as well. So this is where the prep, right? They're looking to exploit some of the tendencies if we see stack nades, and that's what they're lining up.
Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Cowabunga! Brolan, he's the one rewarded for it.
This is what they're talking about, right? You heard Torj in the pre-game interview saying, yeah, we've looked at the tape.
Yeah.
There's a few things that we can exploit.
Perfect read of the situation. Couple of times they've avoided the gamble stack. Now you open up with a stack nade.
Well, that was it. Last round as well, they used double nades, right? That's what got Belchinok low, and they even finished him off with another HE. So nade work on point now for MOUZ, and a man advantage in what is the key round of this game. It's getting away from your quick PVISION. You need a hero moment from someone. We were talking about all those multis during stage 1 and stage 2. Now's the time in stage 3.
James' turn. The entirety of MOUZ are heading his way, and he has elected to stay forward of the smoke. He wants to destabilize, he wants to disrupt. Retreating is not going to be easy, and he knows that. He has to stand his ground. He misses the second. Brolin survives, finds it. Excello under so much pressure. He has support on the back of the site, but he gets 2 on the spray. Spinks can't find that trade, tucked on truck.
20 seconds.
Really uncomfortable now for MOUZ. I think Excello's doubles completely shifted the tides of battle. W on bank, does win out on Spinks. Torji down as well. It's Excello with 3. Convincing scenes, and Jane with that forward momentum.
Is it going to be a change now, right? Are they actually going to try and finish towards B? Because they've harassed towards B, and then they're heading back over towards A. Well, this could be the time to opt for a different finish. Still got the money for that, don't you worry, MOUZ fans. Here it is again, another round where you are highlighting the util.
That back of the pillar is such a powerful position, being able to force players to not occupy it by proving you can just double, triple nade it.
Double mollies for playground and T-stairs. So is that telling of more aggression or an expectation from MOUZ for it to be? Well, there's no real follow-through behind it.
This is Spinks. We've seen him. Oh, is that a team flash? Either way, he is going to go fishing on the short side. AW not deterred by the triple nades. He says, won't happen again. Lightning will not strike twice, and he's right.
So much harassed usually. They naded Belchinok again, right? They mollied Node around a position. So B-bomb site, yeah, it feels really rough. We can't really stand in our standard positions at the moment, which then normally forces you back into more passive play. But again, this is just harassment. Sure, they missed a nade over towards Monster. They get another one in. Exertion has taken space again. But it is a passive total setup on the site right now. James jump spotting once more. Excello further forward in the toilets, and well, AW the rotator here to assist.
He's going to call for a flash. Trying to go swing. Oh, what an adjustment! That was instantaneous, near robotic from Excello. He's looking for one thing, he finds another.
And that was Brolan too.
There's more where that came from. Jimmy's not looking, sideswipe again. Excello with impact, they come his way. He leaves with a double. AW with 1. Make it 3 from Excello. What an incredible performance. This A rifler has just been putting in such a shift. And James should finish the job. They swing into him. Spinks goes down. 10-10. The CTs find their footing. That's the first time we've seen ParaVision post 2 consecutive on this second half of play.
It's going to need to be 3 if they want to completely flatline the money. There's still AKs available for 2 or 3 members
Let me
of
see
MOUZ.
that. So he's just off.
He's gone wide. He finds Brolin. That's a lot of information for James to work with. They clear. They want to deal with him. But then Bomb goes down and he just keeps on delivering. You can see his name in the kill feed. Eventually, he does go down to that of Spinks. But you know what? They've given him an AK again. So they really want to make sure the AK's in his hands.
Yeah,
right?
makes sense.
He died there. Someone's dropped that to him. Everyone else operating with A1Ss. That's the last tactical timeout of regulation. Both teams expending expending timeouts. So don't be expending your coach. You need him.
Yeah, looking like they might be a bit expended by the stress of it all. 10-10, big round. And compromises for MOUZ.
Yeah, this is it, right? So there was enough for 2 AKs. It feels like they've gone for 1 Galil, then, 2 Galils, then an AK, and a couple of Tech 9s. This is where you might need to do something a little bit more execute heavy. You know, you make it look like you're doing the A default round and everyone else is ready to pounce over towards B. Or do they really want to keep all this A play?
Mixed bag of success for that. ParaVision seem to be operating under the assumption that they've done enough to scare them away.
Yeah, starting 4B again, right? It's great when you have Jane who can play these longer angles with the AWP. They're not playing forward. Remember Spinks pushing up early on their CT side. Well, it's not the same for ParaVision.
Kind of missed Heaven Smoke. Lands funky.
Yeah, it is.
Now awkward with Nota spotted, brought down low. 19 points of health for him. I think they're trying to punish the absence of the Heaven Smoke by rotating up there.
The same play every time though. So harass B, do a decent amount of damage, maybe with nades, keep them guessing, and then...
How do they know?
Well, this is the thing, right? They've done it so many times. This has been the standard game plan at MOUZ. It's only been one guy, there's been a couple of nades, and now it's super quiet. There's no spamming over towards B, there's nothing, right? So you have that initial look in, and now they're regrouped over towards A. But last time we saw them stacked A and they read the situation perfectly, they couldn't convert the round.
He wants Nota to do what AW did in the previous, right? This kind of late lock the door flank.
Where he's low on HP, he can take the risk.
And he will. 35 seconds for MOUZ to find this finish. Jane flashed off the line, they're progressing up quick. Tech 9 spotted Bomb on the back as well. They now know the commitment's coming in. Oh, but just walking in, lackadaisical into the orb. Spinks is gone. Jane opens up the account. A second body drops, and so do the entirety of MOUZ. Torji trying to be a hero, saving MOUZ. It's a crucial round. AW's there though. PV baby, ParaVision 11. This is getting awkward now. MOUZ, they put their money into that. They're running out of chances to start off this best of 1 up against ParaVision with the W. This one's free. James just finding the right line, the right time. Even Nota on that low HP gets the angle, even leaves with 2. Again, it feels like for MOUZ, ParaVision are always where you are.
Well, it's not the most glamorous, right, in terms of the way that ParaVision approach their CT side, but it's fundamentally sound, right? It's the basics. It's using the range of the map, understanding the amount of utility that needs to be expended to get bathroom control, flashing off the lines. And then normally, when you think about it, if you have 2 smokes for your finisher on A,
Kiki.
Yeah, that's, well, it doesn't land. So it looks good, but yeah, cool. If you have 2 smokes for your finisher on A and a couple of mollies, that's good, right? Normally, that's not going to be the case. Finally mixing things up.
Yeah,
Rush.
They know it's coming though. Nota's already been warned. Belchanok already unloads his mag successful. Baits them in, draws them in. A multi-killer. MOUZ back to spawn. Instantaneous. That 12 comes easy. A pace change predictable. Sweat on the brow of the MOUZ fans, understandable. They need 2 in a row just to keep their head above water in the best of 1.
Yeah, you bang on about the predictable, right? Because there hasn't been anything B other than harassment throughout, right? So this right now, well, they're light by. What side can you get to quicker? You can't rush A, right? It's not possible with the layout of the map. You got to know it's coming, and just 1 round away. This team continuing the Cinderella run.
Double thumbs up from Dastan on that one. Stops the access to playground. Xalo a forward stance, supported by Jane, posted on the line for any fountain of grass.
Oh, James backed off. Xalo's on his own.
He has to back away.
He's noisy.
Oh,
They've
he
heard
could
him.
be in trouble. Covered enough. No attempt to find him. Off the flash though, diligence from MOUZ. A must-win round.
Xalo hanging around. This is a one-and-done type position, or at least that's what you're hoping for your output, but he's done better than that.
Xalo's looks incredible on this A rifle. Mixing it up a little here, his Brolan and co.
Now they're faking what they've been doing, right? We take this A presence, do a little bit over towards B, and now they're looking to finish B late. The rotation at the moment is heavy towards the A side of the map. It is just one man. Belchinok has a lot of utility. Lining up this channel smoke. If they throw nades, he'll drop this. It'll force them right side of that pillar. Heaven smoke deployed now. Mollying short.
Yeah, he's doing as much as he can to delay.
AW drops in.
Trying to buy time.
Rotation's on the way.
They've already got a second body here. AW. Belchinok. 4 to find. On the site, looking messy. Good find from Roland. There's AW, kicks up a bit of a fuss. Finds the Swede. Straight from Noto. Finds nothing. A nice tap from Jimmy. Removes the orb, trying to take it all. Excello fighting to hold on to his AK-47, but MOUZ have extended play by another round.
Now they have enough money to buy in the next. How valuable is this AK-2? And we've seen him do great work T-side and CT side, and apparently he needs to hold on to that if they want to close this in regulation. Overtime is guaranteed.
How many OTs have ParaVision been seeing? I mean, regulation and some OT on top.
It felt like the nerves got to Belchinok there in a moment, right? Because he could have dropped that channel smoke. He missed it. It dropped over in towards the trench, and it did make it a little bit easier to waltz in if you were MOUZ. So they do hold on. I think the hard work for ParaVision was done in the first half, but MOUZ are showing they have a fierce T-side as well. They're just having to play from behind. Everything feels a little bit shakier, less risk that you feel you can take, and you make one mistake. Now this is over.
What a fantastic start to Stage 3, our competitive game. Stage 3 team taking on one that started in Stage 1. That's what the Major's all about. Develop talent versus developing talent. Chanting his name. They don't want to see their hero go down in the opening best of one. A missed shot on the opening exchange. There is a secondary AWP though. This could be a mix-up. You've heard the orb. They deliberately wanted you to hear where James is. I think Exertion may have heard a dismount of Excello off that boost. Nades look like they might have AW's name on them. Ooh, strafes away. Okay, half health to work with. Three-man beef set up for now. Parthing alongside Exertion solo. More chip damage onto Nota.
Smokes in.
Excello strafes out. Roland opens up the account. They needed that. They needed that as well. A miss from James.
Defensive smoke.
Falling through his fingers, spots the whole squad. Where's the cavalry? Hits one. Roland down. Jimmy holds them nervous, holds them, keeps them honest. It's Nota and Belchinok, and it's only looking like a MOUZ OT unless Belchinok could be a bit of a hero on this flank. He's held by the Torchi. Oh, and that should be it. A Nota 1v3. Yeah, you've got a kit, but you ain't got teammates. We felt like the bar was set high with that T-Hall from ParaVision, but MOUZ have managed to match it. 17 rounds, we go overtime.
All right, a chance for MOUZ to reset, to shake it off, warm into things themselves. You mentioned it's been so many maps for ParaVision. Well, they're about to go into their 6th map with overtime. Zello's been the hero this time, can't get anything in the opener. James gets one, immediately traded. Good work there from Jimmy. Spinks onto AW, so this is where getting that opener and then being able to have the dominoes fall in your favor. Nota left in a tough position. And they're back in and out, right? All the pressure on the kids, on the Major rookies on the other side of the server. You were so close. This is Stage 3. This is where you wake up in the morning, you go, okay, this is where the Major starts. And you could have put him away. All right, haven't too much of this, opting for the James boost to try and find him through connector. Molidoy-esque is...
oh God, Excello, you are really far forward on your own. He does well to dip away.
Well, they're just starting the rifle here. Normally it's been James on his own and Excello over towards B. They were trying to set James up for a pick. Has a look, finds nothing, now rotates over. But again, they really want to punish A.
He's tapped up, or tagged up rather, Brolan.
Quick timing.
Around. They're quicker than they'd like. He's committed to this. He's managed to find Jimmy. A good headshot. Need help though, they're going to be parting into you. He knows there's two around the corner, swings on in and a missed shot from Torji. There's that Excello guarantee, multi-kill again on the A defense. Triple before Spinks finds him. Exertion might see that smoke as an invitation. Partners partners up with Spinks, but he's so disconnected from his teammate.
Has to make an instinct play right now, Exertion. He's hearing a lot of this. Does he want to try and palm through, wait to a fade, and put his aim on display?
I think that's the plan, especially James on the jump spot, though. Notice on the elevated angle. 3 here. He only knows about 2 of them. 45 seconds left. He taps the head of the AWP. AW can't miss this, and doesn't. Exertion in that 1v3. They might just triple swing him if they're feeling extra jazzy. Pressure's on him, though. Bombs down on the long side. What could you possibly do? Throws out a molly to force AW a reaction from him. Isolates that first shield. They'll be hit. Oh, Exertion's doing it live and direct. So calm, so composed, making this 30 seconds feel like a lifetime.
He's going to be able to get the bomb now.
Gets it on his back. A wall of smokes, and he's not rushing it with 10 seconds left. That sound cue not given away. Belchnok, the lowest performing player from ParaVision, now has to stop them from losing out on the 1v3 clutch. Exertion punching in that code. Belchnok closing in on the gap. The fade of the smoke catches him. Mistimed. Thought he had enough time to dip away, play the bomb.
At least Exertion keeps the tension high. Really good output from him in this map so far. Don't you worry about that. 23 kills now and almost ripping the souls out of ParaVision with that one.
Broke him.
But he does keep the tension high, right? The comms are going to be flowing on. Molly's in, you jump away, you probably scream and swing. I need the cover. You do swing, but you're too late to the party. You get your head ripped off, and then all the pressure on the half HE Belchnok, who is able to find him on the fade of the smoke. Necessary.
And I mean, it seems like so long ago, but in that round it was Exello again showing his dominance in the A-toilet position.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot of openings, 11 in total over the course of this one, and he's won out 6, lost 5, but either way, he's a consistent force in finding those fights.
Someone's got to take him.
All right, well, 1 timeout per team, per overtime. Reminder of all of these A plays, and it still seems pretty consistent. Is there going to be a change up to try and exploit B at any point? It doesn't look like it. 2-1-2 setup. Orp again trying to harass connector. Smoke in, playing it safe.
Looking for that long AWP.
They started Jame over towards B again, so this is the same openers, but this time without the same rotation as Quick to help Exello over towards A. Jame is staying present over towards B to see if he can find a pick deep through Monster.
Well, they are coming his way.
It's just such a tight line.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if you're trying to cross... Oh, okay, confirmation of presence and a block smoke throw.
Yeah, normally the patient Jame gets a little bit ahead and...
Missed ahead here onto AW.
Finally, they are looking to go for a B finish. The rotation's being drawn just by that util. Site's empty.
It's absolutely perfect.
Just Nota right here, has a smoke, but that's going to be too late. They're already in. Just contact, here they come.
And a good fight from Belchnok, swings one out, finding Brawland. That's a very important find. Another one from James chipping in. Flash through the smoke, Spinks, you've got to kill some people. Need a second. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Belchnok's caught. A 2-on-2, bomb is loose. Torji does contribute. It's Exello gone. And it's AW in that clutch. He could do this. He does it live. A quick triple out of AW. MOUZ, that was everything you needed. A wide open sight. A flustered ParaVision rotating in.
There's been so many fun ParaVision clutches as well. Just even that NIP series, I remember Jame getting a 1v2. AW has one. Actually, he had a couple, one on train as well. So another one here to add to that list. These kids come in clutch when it's called upon.
Understandably, we are going to see a counter-terrorist timeout.
Yeah, so both coaches in the first half of OT using extra timeouts. So there'll be nothing left when we flip over. And if MOUZ don't get one, maybe there will be nothing left because the hard work was done in regulation on the T-halls.
The fact that they've already got 2 CT rounds, I think Dastan's just like, what if we got 3?
Yeah, and why not? They've got everything they need. Okay, given over to Exello again. The rest on those silenced M4s, Jane's AWP. Diffused kits, head armor for everybody, full belts and nades. Great double here from Spinks.
It was important.
Steadies it onto Belchnok. Then AW just comes steaming in.
Oh, he's done very well there.
Counter-terrorist.
Exertion might be mad at himself.
Starting 4B again. Odds now, leveled out.
Yeah, okay.
This quick pacing again from Exertion to try and take space away from James.
He's got the line. Flashed off, Diligence again.
A lot of teams would use a molly there. They're just using a flash, and James respects it, doesn't hang around, doesn't take a pot shot to give away his position. So Exertion has to be worried if that AWP is over towards long. Another flash for him. So resources given to their space taker and a lot of room with 1 minute and 15 left on the clock. This is giving Roland the luxury to call their way into this round. AW is going to rotate over to join that of James. Exelo's actually going to stay on B this time round.
Is James good for one? Yes, he is. Dips away. Brolan again, an opening death. He's had a couple of those. Vantage Paravision for the perfect CT haul.
Exertion was spotted long, now blocked. Has to drop out a lurk smoke of his own design. Running out of options now.
Especially with that time ticking. Little break from James could punish. Ooh, just catches a flash of Exertion. Doesn't find the kill. Smoke limits that truck player's angle. To punish them around it, though. There's a big one. Exertion onto AW, and hang on a second, everyone drops like flies. Exertion with double, triple. Runs it up through long. Miss smoke doesn't matter if you've got the headshots. That's a big one for MOUZ. They get something before the side swap.
Okay, James gets them an opener, and then they're just still able to walk in and rip that one away. Great turnout for a Thursday. Cheering on Torji, cheering on MOUZ. Down to what it feels like to be the home team for once. Spinks just unloads through that smoke and catches an owner on rotation. So that's just an absolute cheeky freebie. Exertion taking space and then making good on it. So the output for him, remarkable. 26 for him, 24 for Exelo. So the two riflers making room and making waves right now as we do get underway with the side swaps. Remember, no timeouts. And it was very B-centric from Paravision in their first half of play until the later stages. They did try to tussle with A and didn't really net them too many rewards. So I feel that you are going to have to take some space over there early to keep MOUZ moving. Exelo also copped a little bit of trouble over towards Connector. They were nading him, they were spamming him, they were trying to slow him down. Jane with the AWP through Con. Committers is Spinks. No, it's Exertion, excuse me.
Ooh, Jekyll, though, confirms that line's on. Maybe overlooking Exertion as well, so James dipping away without confirming that forward short position. Exelo eats the flashbang. Is it Belchenok to next make his move?
Yeah, going B again.
Got the boost, yeah, they are. Blocked by the flame of Jimmy.
Going to flash through this.
Exelo tries to find them on the boost.
They have to go now.
Does deliver. They are starting to accelerate. They're running straight past Jimmy in that smoke. Nobody's ready for Jimmy. The silent assassin hiding out in that monster pipe. Overlooked by Paravision and feasting with a triple kill. A must-win round for MOUZ thanks to Jimmy. And he leaves with an AK as his prize.
Surely not James giving this one a look. Is he just looking for a safe haven? Because he has been able to thread the needle somewhat. It's just one man on the site of Torji. 20 seconds heading over towards long.
Yeah, he knows this map like the back of his hand. If
yeah,
he thinks he can go, he can go. He thinks he can go. Cuts noise just in time. Torji maybe going to overlook him. He's going to have about 4 seconds to find him.
There's no time.
Has to find him now. Heard now. Throws out the smoke. Torji should have this. And MOUZ. 14 all.
It was necessary for Jimmy on B. Not only is this good confident builders for a guy who's had a pretty tough year, at least compared to last, the rotation was miles away. Spinks was aggressive long and Torji was overseeing that. So there's 3 players on the side and you think, oh yeah, that could be enough, but we've seen how brittle these B bomb sites could be. So Jimmy, sure, feels like you're selling your teammates in this scenario, but sometimes you got to do it. You come out of the smoke and you're able to absolutely mow them down. They don't have any idea. The comms are chaotic. They're still trying to go with the classic pathing. And that'll help down by the opening kill based off of the boost. So all tied up again, 14-14.
What a game to start off our third stage. StarLadder Budapest Major delivering. They didn't catch Spinks on that boost. Over the fountain smoke. Spinks had a rough start to CT side with his aggressions. Every time it was kind of cut short, caught off. He didn't get to see much action with such a B-centric T side. This time he's got company. Supported by Torji. Parthing not good for AW, looking the wrong
There we
way.
go.
Spinks is there.
Struggled with that in the first half, didn't get too many options.
Mission accomplished. The flash as well confirms Belchenok is up close and he wants him. James trying to provide that covering fire. Spinks! How has he got another one there? It's 4 from Spinks! Oh, and the ace! He takes all 5 on that low HP to finish.
We've already had 2 stages of the major play, but only 8 aces in total, so add number 9 to the mix, and that one has come at a key moment.
You couldn't ask for a better time for it. You're at 14-14 in OT. Spinks a quiet half, and then he comes in alive in OT.
And this is massive. It completely stalls out the round single-handedly, doesn't he? Sure.
Gosh.
This is some nice aim on display. You don't come into the major warm, but you use this map as your warm up. And ParaVision, they've been in overtime an awful lot, but they normally win it out. This could be the first time they stomach an L in overtime at the major.
Oh, he didn't pull the trigger. There was a golden opportunity there. Just saw a little flash.
It feels like you're in a box right now. You have to go back to one of these B plays. You think Jimmy can't get away with it again. We need to be more diligent on the clears. We need to wait out these smokes. We need to let that time really sink through. And reading the play right now are MOUZ. They're going for a boost again. It's a fake piece of utility, but there's 4 players planted. And if you're Spinks, you're saying after that round, boys, leave me. I'm okay.
I'll be all good. Will MOUZ as well.
Brolin getting a bit skittish. He's starting to rotate away.
Torji's on that pillar, a power position. Exertion's leaving as well, getting further and further away from being able to lend a hand. It will just be Jimmy and Torji, kept at bay by that incendiary. A block smoke on top. They're going to go through this. Here comes Nota leading the charge. Excello to try and provide the trading fire. Jimmy first up to bat. Torji hits his. Can't track him. Runs out of bullets. It's messy. There's Jimmy, but no bullets. AW with a double entry. Brolin ahead of the smoke for Belchenok. An advantage for MOUZ. Everything to play for these two. James low HP. AW who's already got a clutch in this game.
It's already down.
The bomb gets planted and he will play for the post. James first contact. An AWP in this position. They have missed the heaven smoke. Doesn't matter, all 3 are going to partner up and path in. A flash from Exertion to get them going. A boost off of that. Is James going to be ready? Not the angle. He's currently looking at dismounted now. Closing the gap. James reads it well. Gets caught by Exertion. He misses his shot. It's only AW that can save ParaVision now. That defuse is coming through. Unless he can spray down another. He seems to know Roland's on him, but he can't seem to find him. MOUZ have pulled it off. Tested at every turn. ParaVision on home soil. Comfort turf of overpass. MOUZ start weak, but they do not end meek. They turn it around a 16-14 to start off their major.
And the 6th outing in overtime is too much to ask of ParaVision and the major rookies. AW had a big clutch in there, but not enough in a 1v3 situation to keep this game alive.